There was a time when I thought understanding finance meant knowing more formulas. But then I started looking at businesses very differently. And I realized something. The interesting part isn't just how much money a company makes. Instead, it's why it makes that much money. Why does one company grow while another in the same industry disappears? Why would a company knowingly lose their money? Why would investors put their billions of dollars into a business that isn't profitable yet? Why would customers pay 500 more for something that they could get in 100 somewhere else? Those questions started becoming much more interesting for me. Hi, I am Soham Dahake, and that's why I'm starting this channel. My background is in finance. I have studied accounting, corporate finance, financial analysis, and I am continuing to learn about investing, valuations, and how businesses actually operate. But the more I learned and the more I realized that knowing the terminology isn't enough. You can know about what EBITDA means and still not understand a business. You can read a balance sheet and still miss why a company is winning. You can look at company's revenue and still have no idea whether it's actually a good business or not. Because behind every number, there is a decision, and behind every decision, there is a reason. That's what I want to understand. So, on this channel, we are going to take real businesses and pull them apart. Not just here's the revenue, but why the revenue is growing. We will look at companies like Zomato, DMart, Jio, Amazon, MacD, and many others. Sometimes the company will be the starting point. Sometimes we'll start with a question, but eventually we will always come back to the same thing. How does the business actually works? And I don't want this channel to become another place where someone tells you what stock to buy. No, I'm much more interested in teaching how do you think about a business, because if you understand the thinking, you don't need someone to give you answer. You can start finding the answers yourself. If a company is losing money, you will know what to look for. If a company is growing incredibly fast, you will know what questions to ask. If a stock looks cheap, you will know that price isn't the same thing as value. And if management says something that sounds convincing, we will treat it as a hypothesis, and sometimes the popular opinion or explanation will be the right, sometimes it won't. We will find out. So expect videos about business strategies, finance, investing, competition, valuation, and most importantly, the decisions that connect them all. Yeah, I'll use real numbers, real companies, simple examples, and visual explanations to make complicated ideas easier to understand. I am going to try make every video leave you with at least one idea that you can use somewhere else. Because I don't want you to finish a video thinking, yeah, that was an interesting story. No, I want you to finish thinking, I never looked at a business that way before. Yeah, and honestly, I'm still figuring out this too. So we will investigate companies together. We will change our minds when the evidence changes. And hopefully, over time, we will get better at asking the right questions. Because that's what I believe matters the most. Better questions lead to better understanding, and better understanding leads to better decision. I am Soham Dahake. This is where we start. Understand business, think better.